I've been tagged. If you follow Claire Marshall, and if you don't, you definitely should be following her, you'll know that she just did a TMI tag and she tagged me. I think this is a nice little supplement to a get to know me video because we're answering just random questions and I've got all the questions here on my phone. So let's just hop right into it. What are you wearing? Pretty much my uniform, splendid t-shirt and jeans, and just because it's kind of cold today, I'm wearing a little sweater over it. No jewelry, barefoot. I'm pretty much as boring as it gets. That was quick. Ever been in love? Yes, that was also quick. Ever had a terrible breakup? No, I've only ever dated really nice, good guys, and they just didn't work out. So no terrible breakups. How tall are you? I'm 5'3", so not tall at all. How much do you weigh? Okay, this is kind of a loaded question right now because I'm the thinnest I've been in a long time, and I shouldn't be. It's because I stopped weight training for a while, and so I burned all my muscle off, so I'm like way thin right now, and I wish not to be. So right now I'm 108 pounds, so I'm trying to pack on a few and maybe get up to like 115, 118. I'd be happy there. Any tattoos? No. I thought about tattoos, but because of my work, I will lose out on pretty much any acting job if I get tattoos. But I told myself, think about it in a year. If a year from now you still want tattoos, then you can get it. So then the year passed and I thought about it and I was like, I don't really want it. Because it's a big commitment too. A tattoo is a pretty big commitment. So you definitely should think about it for a long time if you are thinking about getting tattoos. Any piercings? Yes, I have 2 piercings in each of my ears. And when I was 15, I got my belly button pierced, and it was like the Britney Spears era. And I had it till about 26, I want to say. So it's a superficial hole. It's like not, like you can't put anything through it. You can just see the hole on both sides, but it's like closed in the middle. So you can't put anything through it, but it's still there because it was in there for like 11 years. So I always wonder how that's going to work out when I get pregnant, if it's going to like expand or if it's, ugh, that grosses me out. Okay, OTP, one true pairing. I had no idea what this meant, so thank you, Claire, for filling me in. One true pairing, really the only thing that comes to mind for me is Will and Grace. Loved Will and Grace. Watched it for years. I still watch it. What else? One true pairing. Favorite show? Battlestar Galactica is my favorite show. It was on a few years ago. No longer on the air, but it was the best series ever. I'm also a huge, huge fan of The Golden Girls and Frasier. Just the old school kick-ass sitcoms. I loved those. And then if you want to talk animated show, because I'm really into cartoons, I always have been, Invader Zim is my favorite show. Not a lot of people know about it because it wasn't even on for that long, but it was on, I'm pretty sure it was on Nickelodeon, and I still DVR it, so I love it. Favorite bands? Okay, totally opened a big can of worms with this question because my video is now going to be 29 minutes long. I have a lot. I'm just gonna name them off because I don't know where to start in no particular order. Silverchair, Incubus, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Deftones, Tool, Ben Harper, Chevelle, AFI, Anne Boleyn, love Anne Boleyn, Thrice, one of my favorites, Dave Matthews Band, Coheed and Cambria, the Deer Hunter, the Gypsy Kings, the Decemberists, the Mars Volta, MGMT, Radiohead. I know there's like a million I'm missing. I'll go for an NSYNC throwback every now and then. That's just kind of my umbrella list of favorite bands. Next question. Something you miss. Something I miss. I miss all my foster dogs. I've had a lot of foster dogs and they've all kind of, I have like a memory with all of them, so I guess I miss my foster dogs. Although if I kept all of them, I'd have like 89 dogs right now. Favorite song? That is a tough one. That's impossible for me to answer. There's no way I can pick one favorite song. So I'll tell you the 2 last songs that I was listening to, and that is Mojo Pin by Whitley, it's a cover, and Amen Omen by Ben Harper. How old old are you? I get this question a lot and I answer it a lot. I'm 29. Number 14, zodiac sign. I am a Cancer. Quality you look for in a partner. So I used to think that, you know, I was going to have this really exciting life, so I wanted someone who was like right there with me, who was an artist too, and just knew what it was to have that like fast-paced lifestyle and doing exciting things all the time. But I think the older I get, the more I realize I want someone who's more stable, someone who's not a complete lunatic like me, someone who's just normal and gives me security and just support. And I mean, look, I'm an actor and like I get rejected almost daily, you know, when I go to auditions and don't get the job. So it's and then there's a lot of like politics too that goes into even like the YouTube stuff and the acting stuff. So it would be nice after a long day of just rejection and, I don't know, animosity and all that stuff, just to come home to someone who's normal and who has a stable career and who, again, isn't a lunatic. And I think values are important too. Someone who shares the same values as me, because if that doesn't match up, there's a good chance it's not going to last. Favorite quote? I have to look it up because I don't know it word for word. When the last tree is cut down, the last fish eaten, and the last stream poisoned, you will realize that you cannot eat money. Favorite actor? Also can't narrow this down to one. Javier Bardem, Christian Bale, Ralph Fiennes, Sir Ian McKellen, to name a few. Favorite color? Periwinkle. Loud music or soft? Always loud. Where do you go when you're sad? On the couch with my dogs in my lap, because they make me really happy. No matter how down I'm feeling, just sitting there and like petting them is therapeutic, and they just always make everything better. How long does it take you to shower? It depends. If I'm washing my hair, it'll take probably 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. But if it's just like a body shower, I don't know, like 5 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I think that this is a deceiving question, because getting ready would imply that I'm putting effort into how I look, and that happens maybe twice a week. On a normal day, I'll just slap on some sunblock, put on a sweatshirt, some Havaianas, and I'm out the door in like 5 to 10 minutes. But if I have somewhere to go and I have to look like a decent human being, probably 45 minutes. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes. Turn on. Just a selfless person. Turn off. An insecure guy. They're always like the loud ones who go above and beyond to try to get attention and try to be funny, but they're not, and they're overcompensating because they're insecure. So an insecure man, I'm telling you, is bad news. The reason I joined YouTube, that's a great question. So I had a beauty blog about a year before I started doing YouTube, just blogging, and then it was obvious what direction, you know, the beauty industry was going in, and I knew that people wanted to watch videos as opposed to reading a bunch of text on an article. So that's kind of what prompted me to kind of make the YouTube a supplement to my blog. Fears. You know, I used to have a lot of fears, but I think my biggest fear is not facing and getting over the things that I'm afraid of. That's kind of been like a huge theme of my adult life, is getting over and just getting past some of my fears. And I've done a good job with a lot of them, but you know, I still have some fears that I would like to face and get over. I think my biggest fear would be that I don't face and overcome all of my fears. Because who wants to live afraid of stuff, right? The last thing that made you cry, I cry pretty much every day. But the last thing that made me cry, which is making me cry again, wow. Did not expect that to happen. The last thing that made me cry was a conversation with my mom yesterday, but it was like a happy cry, so I don't know why I'm crying again. Well, I guess I met my crying quota for today. Moving on. Last time you said you loved someone yesterday. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Again, I named it almost exactly after my beauty blog, but back then you couldn't use punctuation in a YouTube name, so I made it Miss Maven DOTCOM. So that's the inspiration, I guess, behind my YouTube name. The last book you read, kind of still in the middle of it. I haven't had too much time to read, but it's called David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell. He's one of my favorite authors. Oh, the book you're currently reading, David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell. Last show you watched, every morning I watch a show called Morning Joe. It's on MSNBC. It's a news and politics show. It airs at 3 a.m. in LA, so I have to DVR it because it airs at 6 a.m. on the East Coast, and it goes for about 3 hours. So while I'm making my breakfast, getting started with work, I watch Morning Joe. Last person you talked to, physically talked to was my brother, and text talked to is my friend John. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. John is my best friend of 16 years. He's like my guy best friend. Favorite food. I love vegan food. I can't make it because there's just such a way that they add the spices and actually cook the food that I definitely can't do yet. So I love vegan food. Cafe Gratitude is my favorite in LA, and they just opened up the sister restaurant called Gracias Madre. So I love like restaurant vegan food. When I make vegan food at home, it's like not that exciting, but in the restaurant, it's so tasty. And Gratitude has they have a key lime pie. It's made with like avocado and Irish moss. What? Place you want to visit. I would really like to visit Russia. Not like St. Petersburg or Moscow or anything, but they're like the northeasternmost tip of Russia, where it's all wildlife, and maybe you have like a few tribes here and there, but it just looks so cool. I watched this show called Wild Russia. It's on National Geographic. It's the coolest show ever, but you just watch it and you're like, I want to be there. It looks so cool. Last place you were, I was at dinner last night with my high school girlfriends, about 5 of us. Do you have a crush? No. Last time you were insulted? Okay, come on. I have a YouTube channel. I get insulted daily. So I guess the last time was yesterday. Someone left a comment saying, you're too old to be doing YouTube videos. Okay. Favorite flavor of sweet. I don't like candy, but I do like baked goods. So I guess my favorite flavor would be like anything chocolate mixed with like coconut, like German chocolate cake is my favorite. It's so good. So anything like baked or chocolatey. I don't know why this means baked and chocolatey, but it does. What instruments do you play? I used to play the piano and the clarinet. For a while, my dad started teaching me the guitar, but I did not follow through with that. Favorite piece of jewelry? That's a tough one, too, because I've got some really special pieces of jewelry. I would say my friend Lauren sent me these beautiful Carolina Bucci bracelets. They're friendship bracelets, and they tie. I'm sure you've seen them on my Instagram, but those are really special to me, so I would definitely say those are my favorite. Last sport you played, probably tennis. I was on the tennis team in high school too, by the way. Last song you sang, probably in my car last night heading home. I was singing Mykonos by Fleet Foxes. Favorite chat up line. I don't even know what that means. Have you ever used it? Not applicable, I guess. Last time you hung out with anyone. Once again, my girlfriends last night at dinner. Who should answer these questions next? Yes. Let's see. I would like Alba to answer these questions, as well as, I don't know if Ray Ray's done them, but she should definitely do them. And Annie Jaffrey, you guys are tagged. So thanks guys for being with me while I answered these TMI questions. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, doing more vlogs, so if there's something that you want to see me vlog about, let me know. I shall see you soon.